If you need level 40, unlimited, limited, clutch time, domination, triple threat, or anything else on your 2K account grinded, contact Rose NBA on Twitter and let them know X sent you. Here's the best and fastest way to evo up Jarred Vanderbilt from Ruby all the way up to Diamond. So you can see Jarred Vanderbilt is right here, the nice Ruby to Diamond, probably the best card that dropped yesterday if we're being honest. And his evo requirements are pretty simple: 150 points, 43 pointers, 25 steals, and 5 threes in a single game. The hardest part probably for most people is going to be those 25 steals. He does only have a 59 shot 3, but you can still pretty consistently hit with like a 63, especially if you're doing the method that we're going to show you. So it's not going to be too bad. So 150 points, all that. I honestly don't think this is too bad of an evo. And when you get that evo done, you get up to a 90 driving layup, you get an 88 draw foul. His mid-range goes up 33, which is absolutely insane. He gets an 82, I'm pretty sure, right there. And then gets a 89, sorry, 3-point shot. Or, yeah, 89 3-point shot and a 92 midi, not an 89. 82. I'm misspeaking. And he also gets plus 16 in his free throw, which is pretty cool. Better offensive efficiency, better hands, and better shot IQ. He gets a bunch of badges like Silver Age and threes and blinders, Hall of Fame corner specialist, gold Deadeye, green machine, bronze limitless, gold volume, and slippery off ball, which is actually pretty cool. And if you actually look at Jarred Vanderbilt just like as he is set up right now, I'm just going to throw him into the lineup so you guys can see. He actually comes with some pretty good stats for defense already, so those 25 steals probably won't be too bad. 89 perimeter defense, 88 steal, and then 87 block, and an 89 interior defense. My actual preferred method probably to get steals with this Jarred Vanderbilt is actually playing in like triple threat online, because you can bait a lot of passes and things like that from real people and get those 25 steals relatively easy. And then he also has 16 gold badges, and of those you'll see if we look here, he has clamps, glove, interceptor, menace, things like that that are really going to help you get a lot of those steals, and even gold workhorse to pick up a lot of those steals as well. So Jarred Vanderbilt actually pretty set up to get a lot of these and actually be pretty good. So there's two different things that you want to think about before going into a game with Jarred Vanderbilt, and that is your coach. So if your coach just going for his 3-point boost, like just getting those 3-point jumpers like immediately down, you're not too worried about his steals because he already has a high steal, he already has glove and things like that. I would just run a perimeter centric coach or something like that, because if we look at it with that perimeter centric, even as a good fit, Jarred Vanderbilt now has a +4 on 3-point shot. That is huge. So the higher perimeter centric you have is definitely good. Even 7 seconds coach boosts can really be good, and I think he also might get a +3 if you're running triangle. I'm not sure if we even have any coaches that do that, but that is an option. And then if you are somebody who is looking to get steals, it's probably better to go ahead and add like a defensive coach. Like I have Mike Malone here to show you, because Jarred Vanderbilt's going to get a better strength, a better perimeter defense, and better interior defense, just to help a little bit because he is a power forward. So just some things to think about and just kind of debate, because they could help. Balanced as well, also gives plus in perimeter defense. So that's just something you could think about. I'm going to run with the perimeter centric, just because I think those 25 steals are not going to be quote unquote easy, but are going to be easier with Jarred Vanderbilt because of the things that he's got. So the first thing you're going to want to do is head over to the challenges section if you're going to be doing these, and go down to basketball fundamentals. These are my favorite ones to do because they're so simple, and you can pick any of these: inside scoring, mid-range, anything like that, and get your threes in a game. Now there is this 3-point scoring one where if you hit 5 threes, the game immediately ends, but really just pick any of these. I prefer to do the inside scoring challenge, just because if you hit 5 baskets off post moves, the game will automatically end. So that just means fadeaways, drop 7, things like that. And until then, you have a semi-pro 12-minute quarter game that you can do whatever the hell you want with, and all of these challenges are the exact same. If you're not doing something on semi-pro, it's just an L. And this challenge also is against the Charlotte Hornets, who have very bad defense, especially PJ Washington is not going to guard you like that. So you can also get some pretty easy things. I was like doing this one for some steals challenges. Terry Rozier and LaMelo both do have some pretty good playmaking, but LaMelo is a little bit taller. He's a little bit easier to strip the ball from. And Jarred Vanderbilt is actually pretty damn solid. So I'll show you guys generally what the idea is once we're actually in a lot of these games, actually getting some of these steals and having some fun. So one thing that I do like to do is when I go into my game plan, I change my offensive settings and I set this freelance to Bucks 2018, just because it spreads the floor and gives me just optimal spacing when I'm actually on the court. And then I also like to go to my options, go to my controller settings, and then I will also go all the way down here until you see defensive assist strength, and I'll usually move this 5, 10, 15. I've been using 5 for a little while, just seeing how I like it. I'm gonna move back to 15 because I was using that for a little while. Normally that is set at 50, and I guess I should explain it a little bit more. But what it does is essentially decides how much 2K is going to help you on defense, and this can really limit how much you're sliding on it. Normally this is defaulted to 50, right in the middle, and a lot of people will complain and say that like you're getting pulled a lot. So if you move this up, 2K is going to pull you different directions on defense more, and if you lower it, they're going to pull you on defense less. My personal opinion is I like 15 or less, just because I feel like I still get a little bit of pull from 2K, but I'm almost all the time in the decision. Like, I'm making those active decisions of where I'm going. I just think it works a lot better. Some people don't like it and just want to leave it at 50, or some people want it at 100. I think that's crazy, but move it down and see how it helps for your different steals, challenges, things like that you're doing, because it is definitely a challenge. It is definitely something that helps. That's also box out assist strength that sometimes will pop up as well if you want to change that or whatever. So you're going to try to get the ball. If not, it is whatever. If not, what you're going to want to do is hit right on the D-pad, left on the D-pad, and then call it into a half-court trap. That's just what I like to do, because it helps me get the most bang for my buck, the most steals, everything like that. And we can kind of look at what it does next. But when you're going for these steals, because we're in the Bucks 2018 freelance, the second that we decide to call for a pick and pop, for example, everybody is going to be spaced as optimally as they can. And boom, you can just run a simple pick and pop every single time with these guys. And almost every single time it is going to be a free 3-point shot. And then boom, you can also see we're getting some free steals like that. I took a crazy one because I wanted just to try to get it. But you can see it. It's honestly not too bad with this Jarred Vanderbilt. The guy's actually crazy. But that's really it. With this Bucks 2018 freelance, if you're going for 3-pointers, I personally find Jarred Vanderbilt's jumper to be crazy good. But if you want to make sure, like let's say like JayCanada was near us, so you want to make sure you're calling that pick and pop, hit the screen button and then just hold his button and you'll see he'll pop up, and then switch it to a fade, and you can just run around just like that, get down inside, kick it back out, and then boom. Literally the easiest screens of your life. I love his jumper. I think it is stupid clean, and really just one of the jumpers that the uppers that I just really like in my personal time. And then you can just do that over and over again. What also is an option, if we can get the ball back here, is because we are in this Bucks 2018 freelance, a lot of the times the power forward will either go to the corner or go up there into the hash, and you can kind of just walk inside and then just kind of kick it out. A lot of these times they just won't guard it. You can see that was an open 3, but because he's got a low 3-pointer, it's not exactly going to green every time, but it is definitely an option. So you also saw that that's how we're also getting steals in this game, is we're calling that half-court trap. And you saw that I was kind of just jumping on the ball hand that, you know, Jarred Vanderbilt could get to, and that's really all I try to do in this half-court trap is I run it. Sometimes I'll switch it to a full-court trap, and sometimes I'll actually completely bait them out right here and try to get some of those steals. PJ Washington will go out and do his thing, but that's kind of what I do. So I'll put out some clips of some other things that I do in the half-court trap, and you'll see what I basically try to do is kind of wait for a lot of those crossovers to happen, and then basically jump on that double team and just kind of get those bump steals like that, because somebody like Jarred Vanderbilt does have glove and does have good defense, and it's generally a pretty easy thing to do. And even with Jordan Clarkson, it's not even going to be that bad. He does have a 72 still. So essentially you're going to do that, or if you're running a full court trap, if that's just something that you like to do, or a full court press, either one works. You can see what I try to do a lot is wait for the AI to kind of bump, and then I'll take the player that we're going for steals for, and I'll just go at that offhand. And that's exactly what I did earlier when I was going for that steal with LaMelo. I'm just jumping on the offhand and just trying to get those steals just like that. It is something that takes a little bit of time. It takes a little bit of practice, and I do a full steal method video if you guys want to see like a full video on how to get steals. That'll be linked in the description down below, and you can check that out as much as you want. Watch as much as you want. But this Jarred Vanderbilt is probably the easiest 25 steal evo you're going to have to do, because he's already got all the tools to be a great defender. You really are just going to be struggling with the threes, and even then, I don't think it's that bad. So let me know what you guys think about him down in the comment section below. I'm probably going to get my 5 threes and just kind of do a little bit here and there with Jarred Vanderbilt just to have some fun. And yes, like, comment, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. If there's another evo tutorial you guys want to see me do, I can put that out there, but I think this one kind of covers all the bases because the other ones are relatively self-explanatory. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Like, comment, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff, and I will see you in the next video.